Well, here we are on the last stretch of chapters. Pandora Hearts is ending in Volume 23, in case you didn't know. I'll leave a link in the description to the Anime News Network article that announced it. And opening up this last volume of the series will be this chapter, Retrace 93, Abyss. Very short but sweet chapter, and I'm figuring the next ones will be much longer considering this is the ending of the series. I'm expecting like 50 to 70 page range chapters. So let's dive in. This shouldn't take nearly as long as the other ones because the chapter is so short in comparison. Riem is great. Riem is awesome in his own awkward way. It was great to see him interacting with everyone in this, and especially like when he was conversing with Lottie, and Lottie was all like, no, enemies must be dealt with, and Riem was like, no, let me tell you why that's wrong, 4 reasons. And he just went through each and every one of them. It was great to see him like just get rid of all that tension in the air the way he's able to. He even kind of like playfully joked with Lily in the middle of it, and Lily started crying, not knowing how to react, and comically and everything. He was just so damn smooth this entire chapter. He was about as quote-unquote badass as someone can be with a focus on avoiding confrontation. It might be odd to see him like, be so cool in this chapter when Brake's kind of there dead. But it makes sense because you see after he's like Brake kind of died in his insurance arms, how he stands up with that sorrowful look on his face and blocks them from accessing Brake's body, particularly Lily. And you see his mourning through his facial expressions, especially on the last page of the chapter, where it kind of flashes back to him and Brake being friends and everything, and connecting that with Riem and Lily's newfound friendship, or should I say rediscovered friendship. Poor Sharon, though. I mean, her reaction to Brake's death really reminded me of Leo's reaction to Elliot's death, only a little tamer because Leo's reaction was a bit more violent. What arguably took me most by surprise this chapter, though, was Lottie practically flirting with Riem. It easily could have just been a joking thing. She's been shown to do stuff like that before. But still, it was priceless seeing that. Him scratching his head afterwards, especially not knowing how to react to it, and it kind of lingered like that for 2 panels. It really sold it. I'm not really sure if she meant it or anything, but it doesn't matter. It was great character interaction. And kind of cemented the fact of how awesome he was this chapter. He really made an impression on everyone there. Of course, we end with the focus, again, on Riem and Lily's new friendship and the closure on their part of the story. It was fitting. I mean, we knew something like this was coming ever since the end of the Headhunter arc. God, that feels like it's been forever ago. God, how many chapters ago was that? I'm sure it's not nearly as many as I'm picturing, but feels longer than it really is, probably. But all that build up to that payoff, and it was good payoff. You could tell Lily didn't really want to hurt him. She just was confused on how to react. As soon as she fired the gun, and luckily Lottie pushed her hand out of the way so she didn't kill him. But as soon as you see the gash on his arm, and she sees it, and she starts freaking out. She's asking, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" She didn't want to hurt him. She did connect with him so much, and as soon as she starts sobbing after that, everyone's a great character. But she and Riem really stole this. This was their chapter, and it should have been. It should be. It was also, to a lesser extent, Lottie's chapter. Or, I guess, arguably to the same extent, or more extent, or whatever, but Lottie did turn this chapter, and you kind of saw that coming for a while now because of the doubts she was having with Glenn and everything. I wasn't sure how it was going to happen, but of course not. But it happened here, and one of my favorite scenes from this chapter was her like going to Brake's body and like communicating him one last time as a sign of respect. Because those scenes with him and her earlier in the series, where he was he took her really off guard in those scenes, particularly when they were in Sablier, or I have no idea how to pronounce that place, but you know what I mean. And he snuck up on her, and he was saying like we should work together and everything. She had no idea how to react. And now that he's dead and everything, and she's had time to figure out what she wants to do. She said, I do wish we could have worked together. We could have been comrades. And how she knelt next to his body and said, may your soul return and everything. It was insane. It was really, really sweet. And I mean like literally sweet, not like in a cool, sweet way, but it was really genuinely sweet to see that. And to see all these interactions, all these past interactions come together and have such payoff in this short chapter and build up to what's coming. And what's coming, I'm not sure. I have no idea where the story is going to go from here. It could... all I know is it's ending in the next 3 to 4 chapters or so. Might be more chapters, depends on how long she wants to make each chapter. But we'll find out. That's about all my thoughts for this chapter, and we'll be back in middle of next month after the next chapter is released. See you guys later for Retrace 94.